Welcome back. We are still on the topic statistics. In the previous video, we solved a question on presenting statistical data on a pie chart. In this video, we are going to learn how to present statistical data on a bar chart. Bar chart. On a bar chart, the items in the data are represented with bars. So just as the name suggests, on a bar chart, the items in the data are represented using bars. Let's consider this example. The table below here shows us the number of fruits on display in a particular shop. So in that shop, we have 10 mangoes, 12 bananas, 15 apples, and 8 oranges. We can draw a bar chart to present this data. How do we do that? Let's find out. In an examination, usually when you are asked to draw a bar chart, you'll be required to do so on a graph sheet. So we are going to draw this bar chart on a graph sheet. We have the graph sheet here. Since we are going to use a graph sheet, it means that we will have to choose a scale for the graph sheet. I've made 3 separate videos on how to use a graph sheet. I will leave the link to those videos in the description of this video. So if you want to learn how to use a graph sheet, I would advise that you watch those videos. Let's get back to our bar chart. So we are going to draw the information we have here. We are going to draw a bar chart for it on this graph sheet. When you are drawing a bar chart for a given data on a graph sheet, we usually use the horizontal axis for the items and the vertical axis for the frequencies. So on this graph sheet, I'm going to have my horizontal axis here. That is my main horizontal axis here, and my main vertical axis here. Now, as I said, we will have to choose a scale for our graph. So if the question does not give you a scale to be used, you have to choose an appropriate scale. Once again, I have made 3 separate videos where I explained how to use a graph sheet. I will leave the link to those videos in the description of this video, so you can go and check it out. So you will have to choose an appropriate scale for our graph. Looking at the frequencies we have here, I'm going to choose a scale of 2 centimeters to 2 units. So after choosing the scale, you use it to number your vertical axis, that is the frequency axis. So we have now numbered the vertical axis. We have to draw the bars for the items. The height of the bar will be determined by the frequency of the item. The first one is mango, and the number is 10. So you draw a rectangular bar, and the height of the bar will be at 10. The next one is banana, and the number or the frequency is 12. So you draw another rectangular bar, and the height will be at 12. The next one is apple, and the number or the frequency is 15. So you draw another rectangular bar, and the height will be at 15. And the last one is orange, and the number is 8. So you draw a rectangular bar, and the height will be at 8. This is a bar chart, and it represents the data that we have in the table. Let's learn some few things about the bar chart. We can see from the bar chart that the width of all the bars are equal. This is what I mean by the width. When you have a rectangular bar like the one we have here, the distance from here to here is known as the width. On our bar chart, we can see that the width of the bar for mango is the same as the width of the bar for banana, is the same as that of the bar for apple, and the same as that of the bar for orange. So when you are drawing a bar chart, you have to make sure that the width of all the bars are equal. And you can do that by making sure that each of the bars occupies the same number of minor divisions or small boxes. So on the graph sheet, we can see the small boxes. Because we want the width of the bars to be the same, we have to make sure that each of the bars occupies the same number of small boxes or minor divisions. On the graph sheet that we have here, each of the bars occupies 10 minor divisions. So each of them occupies 10 small boxes. What other thing can we say about the bar chart we have here? We can see that there are spaces between the bars, and these spaces should be equal. So there's a space between this major vertical grid line and the bar for mango. There's a space between the bar for mango and that of banana. There's a space between the bar for banana and that of apple. And there's a space between the bar for apple and that of orange. The point is saying that the spaces should be equal. So you have to make sure that the spaces between the bars are also equal. And you can do this by making sure that all the spaces also occupies the same number of minor divisions or small boxes. So on my graph sheet here, I made sure that all the spaces occupies 5 minor divisions. So the space between the frequency axis and the bar for mango occupies 5 boxes. The space between the bar for mango and that of banana occupies 5 boxes. The space between the bar for banana and apple occupies 5 boxes. And the space between the bar for apple and orange occupies 5 boxes. So you have to make sure of these two main things. The width of the bars should be the same, and the spaces between the bars should also be the same. Let's quickly go over what we have learned in this video. We have learned that on a bar chart, the items are represented using bars. So as you can see here, when you are drawing a bar chart, the items in the data are represented using bars. The height of the bar will be determined by the frequency of that particular item. We have also seen that usually in an examination, you will be asked to draw the bar chart on a graph sheet, which means that you have to choose a scale for the graph. So if the question does not give you a scale, you have to choose an appropriate scale for the graph. Another thing we have learned is that on a bar chart, the width of the bars are equal and the spaces between the bars are also equal. Thank you for watching this video. Subscribe to this channel for more videos. In the next video, we are going to apply what we have learned in this video to solve a question. Bye-bye.